Hey everyone, welcome to Goosebumps. As a child, I would always like to read these books. The Night of the Living Dummy ones were always my favorite. But I saw this game in the store and it was pretty cheap. But I thought, hey, I played this several years ago, and I'd like to play it again. So let's start a new game and see how much I can remember, and just enter in a simple name. I'm a boy. This guy creeps me out. We better get a big tip. If you're that concerned, maybe try not to drop the stuff. Hey, for all we know, the lock got busted before I dropped it. I've heard that before. Whatever, just finish packing up this junk. I'll head back up for the rest. It's so spooky. Who hires a moving company to move out in the middle of the night? Just because someone did. We needed the job. So what about that girl? Should I call her or not? The toll booth operator? You ain't got a chance. The toll booth operator. It's probably for the best. Man, the text goes so fast in this. You ever get creeped out by driving late at night? What do you mean? Oh, you know, it's late. Everyone's asleep. Gotta be things that slink out from the shadows. Oh, you have no idea. Haunted car. It's real, man. It's so real. Well, it seemed haunted at the time. You can't scare me with that story. Already heard it. Well, good. That's not even my hairiest adventure. It's like they're making, they're clearly calling out that this is a Goosebumps game. Don't get... What was that? Gonna open it? It is pitch black, so let's hurry up and open it. Just open the door already. Can't see anything. I see something. Just in the background. Satisfied? There's someone there. Some kid. Oh, that's not a kid. That's anything but a kid. It's just a ventriloquist dummy. Who you calling dummy, dummy? It's almost more like a Joker kind of voice for that character. That's how I've always thought of him. Finally, school's out for the day and you're ready for a pleasant walk home. Those clouds look pretty bad though. Was it supposed to rain today? Maybe not. You go to check the weather, but your cell phone appears to be missing. You must have left it somewhere, but where? Well, we are at school, so you can examine your environment by moving the cursor to an object or area and pressing the cross button. Then choose look on the drop down. Oh, so I can use both bumpers, not bumpers, joysticks. Drop down is your verb menu and changes based on the object. Let's go to... You can look directly by pressing L2 or interact by pressing R2. Okay. Well, let's move. With a heavy sigh, you trudge back inside. Well, I mean, we gotta find our phone. The long, empty hallway stretches into the distance. You stop near your locker, trusty old 402. It shouldn't be too hard to do. You just need the key from your book bag. I got a key right here. Click. You turn the key and the lock pops open easily. You slide it off and open your locker. Okay, we got a history book. We got stuff. Found my phone, so let's take that. You grab your cell phone and cradle it protectively against your chest. You were afraid you'd lost it. That sounds like a lot of people these days. After a moment, you calm down and check your phone. Yep, it's still fully charged somehow. It looks like you have a voicemail. You could you click play. Hi Clay, it's Mom. Just wanted to let you know I'll be home later on tonight. The clients want to take us to dinner. Chad should be home pretty soon, so you will need to fend for yourselves. Remember the keys under the back steps. Love you. Okay. Back step. You just gotta remember that. So, let's close the locker. What else is here? Is there anything else? I don't think you'll check it out tomorrow. It's home time. Classroom is seriously the last place you feel like going right now. 3 low knocks echo through the hall. What in the world do you want? It sounds like Miss Tooley. Can't a woman read in peace? You quietly slink away from the door, hoping she didn't see you. There are multiple ways to move between areas. This one's breaking into someone else's locker is a serious offense. You spend enough time at school today without adding detention. Well then gotta get a piece of paper. You lean down and take the paper. Oh, it looks like a note. Item was added to your inventory. What does it say? Nope, I want to look at the note. When you straighten out, the note reads, "Hey, you found my note. I hope that you would. Sometimes people see notes in the hall and just assume they're trash. Not you, though." That was very, very cool. Everything else here is trash, though. What's this? What's that? Looks like a photo. Clock. Okay, how do we... I forgot how to leave. How do I leave? I am stuck, aren't I? How do I... Oh. Move outside. Current battery power 100%. You gladly leave the school building for the second time today. The gate's still open, so you should be able to come and go as needed. But I don't think there's anything else here, right? Phone has a map function to chart your journey. You can also call your mother, brother, or information to receive various hints. I'm gonna try to play this without as many hints as possible. Just tree. You'd need a truck to budge that. I thought I read that wrong. You'd need a truck to budge that trunk. Okay. Let's go to the gate. Walk to the gates. School's parking lot is nearly empty. Most of the school's gone home. You can faintly hear the football team practicing in the distance, though. Ooh, what's this? Can I... Let's see, dumpster. Gross. Okay, push it. If the smell didn't deter you, the cockroaches skittering across the dumpster certainly do. What about... Okay, I see. There's a dusty path, and then there's the... Let's go the dusty path. You head down the path towards the janitor's shed. It's more overgrown than you'd expect. By the time you reach the shed, the wind's picked up quite a bit. Your cheeks sting from the cold. Did I hear something? I thought I heard something. Okay, let's take the weed killer. Carefully tuck the weed killer into your bag, checking that it's set to off. Like it has a safe setting. Don't need that, and I don't need... Your knock vanishes into the structure. You wait a moment, but there's no response. Guess he's not home. Why would he... I mean... You hurry back down the path to the parking lot. So if I ever get a key again, I could probably try to get... Because this key only works for the locker. It's not a key I can use for anything else. So let's go up the Scope the woods. The familiar sights and sounds of the woods. The path leads over a bridge and turns into some trees. Oh. What's this? GG? G1G? Let's look at the flyer. Oh no, looks like somebody lost her dog. Poor kid. Ooh. Well, you pull the flyer from the tree just in case you find a similar dog. Hopefully that dog's okay. And they just go across, I guess. I don't think there's anything else. You cross the bridge and head deeper into the woods. You reach a small clearing surrounded by trees on all sides. There's a weird guy creeping around. You've never seen him before. Well, I think it'd be best to just leave. Maybe not interfere with him. You take a few steps around the weird guy, but he spins on you with inhuman speed. Hey, buddy! Your vision blurs as the plant creature's vine tied around your neck. You struggle, but it's too late. You're already withering. Well, let's retry. So, I'm guessing I used the weed killer for him. Pretty obvious. Pretty obvious. You think you can hurt me? I'm gonna hurt you. On a hunch, you raise the weed killer and pump the trigger 3 times, spraying the strange figure. He recoils violently as it hits his face. Smoke rises from the wounds, and you smell something like freshly cut grass. He retreats to the foot of the hill before falling down and cowering. Stay out of the forest. I think I was just not supposed to go in this direction, but I had nothing else, so he doesn't seem to be particularly interested in conversation at the moment. Let's go down the right path. Can we go down the right path? Right path. You cut through the trees and travel farther into the woods. You reach the big tree and take a nice deep breath. The air in this spot smells cleaner somehow. There's an uneven dirt. I don't have a shovel to dig that though. So let's head back. The guy's still there. Let's go down the left path. The leaves crunch under your feet as you walk down the path. This is the end of the woods. You can get to your neighborhood just up that hill. Looks like there's some kind of commotion near the tunnel. Hey! What's everyone looking at? A bunch of kids from school are gathered around. They seem really excited about something. Hey! You ask what's going on, but Tyler Allseth just glares at you. Mind your own business, Clay. You're rude, man. You're just rude. So, I guess I'll wait on them to leave and I'll come back later. With large steps, you hike up the slope to your neighborhood. Almost home, you think, as you step into your neighborhood. Your spirits fall immediately when you notice an accident down the street. The road is completely blocked, but you'll need to find a different way around. Roses. Checking the time, you decide it can't hurt. You take a deep breath of rose. Smells like cherry soda. I'm gonna take one. You kneel down and carefully pick a blue rose. Ouch. Those are some sharp thorns. A hose. It's a standard garden hose. Is it useful though? You attempt to carry the hose, but it's stuck on the faucet. You just end up stretching it across the entire yard. It also still has some water, so which is now all over your pants. In the end, you coil it back up where it started. What's that? I saw a light. Moving van got into an accident. The back is opened, and boxes are spilling out into the street. You hurry over to the wrecked moving van. Huh. You peer inside the van and see tons of boxes along with odds and ends. The crash didn't seem to damage anything. I don't know how the truck made it here to begin with. I thought it was on like a bridge or something on a highway. A sense of dread creeps up the back of your neck. What's this? Cannot. I'm gonna open the coffin. Struggle with the handle, but it won't budge. You do manage to kick it up. You do manage to kick up a thick cloud of dust. There's a hat. With a flourish, you make the top hat disappear into your bag. Hope that's useful. Looks like a fancy portrait, though it's too dark to see much detail. A canister of something. You opt to keep your distance. That glow doesn't bode well. About the shrunken head. You pick up the shrunken head. It's cold and slimy. You drop it into your bag. Why am I just taking these things? I don't know. I think I just feel like it. Some nose-script books are stacked up. Encyclopedias, a thesaurus, a style guide, boring stuff. I'll take it anyway. You pull out a decent-looking book and dust it off. Shrugging, you place it in your bag. What about... You don't really see these much anymore. It's a globe. A map of the Earth. Let's spin it. You wind up, then spin the globe with a mighty slap. It spins and spins before coming to a stop at Transylvania. Spooky. Yeah, very spooky. Then we got a scarecrow. A really imposing scarecrow. Pumpkin head, straw hair, threadbare hat. Where on its head do you see a pumpkin? So I think we did get everything, so let's just keep moving. You feel like you shouldn't be here and decide to creep away. Yes, after stealing everything, it's a sleepy neighborhood street. You're surprised people don't seem more concerned about the accident. So if we can't go, then let's move back into the woods. Yep. Oh. Wait, where is everyone? This is the far end of the woods, just below your neighborhood. The creek flows into a huge drain pipe tunnel. Where is everyone? If I had to guess, that bunny ate it, right? It's a small white rabbit. His fur is unkempt, and he seems wary of you. Well, I mean... Hey, Rocky. Watch me pull a rabbit out of my hat. You pull the hat out of your bag and look down to find the rabbit at your feet. He stands on two legs and allows you to put the hat on his head. Amazo. Thank you so much, the rabbit says. I'm not much without this hat, I'm afraid. My name is Amazo. Maybe you've heard of me? He pauses, waiting. No? Well, you have my gratitude, regardless. Poof. With a flash of white, the rabbit disappears into the brush. So, if he didn't eat him, where's everyone else? You hold your nose and slog into the tunnel, taking care to avoid stepping in the water. This isn't creepy at all. You creep into the tunnel, an unnatural darkness closing in around you. Halfway through, you wonder if you'll make it. Pipe. Water. Oh, I don't feel like jumping in the hole. You peer into the darkness. Far in the distance, you hear a sound like the ocean. Well, let's keep going. You steel your nerves and push on. This wash runs behind many of the houses on your street. You can usually find all sorts of weird junk that people have thrown out here. Old shoe. Deciding it's better in your hands than out in the elements, you pick up the shoe. What about the tire? I'll spin the tire. You secure the hub of the wheel and spin it with one hand. Seems fun. It clicks and everything. Chimney brick. A deep pool. The water here seems to extend forever. You squint but still can't see the bottom of the pool. Let's just reach. Getting down on your knees, you put one arm into the pool of water. Its icy chill clings to your skin as you reach further down. The water rises past your elbow, still haven't hit bottom. You take a deep breath and press on, reaching down, down. The water laps against your shoulder. You reach left and right but can't feel anything but water. You start to imagine a hand gripping your wrist and yanking you down beneath the cold surface. It's almost real, the sensation of bony fingers wrapping around you, tightening, the pull rushing toward your face. You take a desperate breath and hold it, clenching your eyes shut. Moments later you realize it's your imagination. You gasp and pull your arms out, soaked but unharmed. You look around and make sure nobody saw that. The coast seems clear. Why would you do that to begin with, man? Well, I did that to begin with. You hop across the rocks at the far end and stroll into your neighborhood. Back, Fido, back. What the heck? You take several large gasps and try to calm down. That dog attacked you as soon as you entered your neighborhood. Thank goodness it's on a leash. Huh. How can I just kick the dog? I'd like to... Excuse me, miss. You nervously stammer hello to the woman who turns a disinterested eye in your direction. Sorry about the dog. She looks to have given you quite the fright. Huh. I'm gonna ask about the dog. Huh? Oh no, I'm okay. What breed of dog is she, anyway? Poodle and something else? Fifi? Yes, she's a very rare sub-breed of poodle. One prone to temperament problems. Ask about the woman. Such a pretty dog. I haven't noticed you two in the neighborhood before. Did you just move here or something? After you ask your question, the woman looks up and down at you. You're not sure what she could be judging you for. Fifi and I are simply having a look around, getting the lay of the land. Some friends of ours came to the area very recently. We want to know if it's a good place to put down roots. Roots? Is that a reference to the other guy I pretty much attacked with a weed killer? The dog's constant tugging has worn away at the woman's patience, and she sighs. We must be going. Perhaps we will see you around very soon. What the... You were okay. Mailbox. This is your family's mailbox. You always check it after school because it lets you know if anyone else is home before you get there. You open your mailbox, hoping there's something in there for you. It's a sheet of coupons for the local dairy freeze. You make a note to go there this week. I'll take that. You slip the coupon into your bag. Then there's a letter. I sneezed. Sorry. It's a letter, but it's addressed to someone you've never heard of. Must be a past resident. You take the letter out of the mailbox. You shut the mailbox. 4 houses share this mailbox post, including yours. Huh. Well, there's the... Is this my house, please? Can this be my house? Why is this... You creep along the side of your fence into the backyard. Why am I living in a very darkened house where it looks all worn out? In spite of the weirdness in your neighborhood, your backyard provides a welcome retreat. A peaceful quiet blankets the enclosure. Well, it's just a grill. Get out of here. This is a Charmeister Elite Ultimate Grilling System. Oh, I think I read that wrong. but it's fine. I'll take the spade. Because it could be used as a weapon, I guess. You brush off the dirt and truck the spade into your things. Toy truck. Dump the truck into the bag with the rest of your stuff. You take the toy dino. Slip the dinosaur. Might be useful. But the little... You force your hands into the dirt and root around. It's cool to the touch, but you aren't finding anything of interest. What the... Yeah, I don't want to swing. What's this? You crouch down and lean your head under the porch for a better look. A cola can. You pick up the cola can and shake it, listening as the spare key clanks around inside. After a moment, it falls out. Let's take the key. And let's head inside. This door should lead right to the laundry room, but it's locked. Unfortunately, this door takes a different key than the rest of the house. Wait, is this not the right key? Your house key won't fit. Oh, I thought this was the right key. Silly me. It's your street, but things don't quite look how you left it. For example, there's an enormous creepy mansion where your house should be. Yeah, and you're not just gonna be like, I should probably leave. You move further down the street to stand in front of what used to be your house. Ooh. The large house reaches up toward the ominous sky. Its twisted windows, portals to madness. This is your address, but this is definitely not the home you left this morning. Huh. Go inside. Struggle with a knob, you might as well try your house key just in case. Yeah, I should have used that the first time. Slip the key in and let's go. You pull open the heavy door and enter the house. It is dark in here. This is without a doubt not your house. Mom would never let the entryway get this dirty. You could smell the dust and decay in the air. Well, let's go into the archway. You hurry across the foyer to the dining room. Hello, miss. You step into the dining room and spring back, immediately noticing a woman at the table. She eyes you intently, like a hawk searching for prey. I don't know who you are, miss. Crone. A toothy grin spreads across the woman's face before she speaks. There you are, Clay. Come give me a big kiss. I don't know you, so no. Taken aback by her forward request, you aren't sure what to say. You shake your head. Aw, is that any way to treat your Aunt Dahlia? Suspicious. Apologize. Suspicious. Because why would you be here? We would know. Something just isn't right about her. I don't have an Aunt Dahlia. But of course you do. I'm a distant relative and haven't visited since you were very little. No. Mom would have mentioned you, and she never has. Who are you really? Well, of course she wouldn't. I'm from your father's side of the family. Well, that explains it. I'm not budging. I don't believe it for a second. Sorry, lady, I don't have any idea who you are. Humph. I'll be waiting here when you learn some manners. Yeah, prune juice. I don't trust her, and I don't trust that. So let's... Do I switch out the cups? What am I supposed to do here? I'm gonna talk to her again. I'm still gonna be like, nah, but I am gonna apologize. Sorry, Aunt Dahlia. That's okay, child. Sit down and have some prune juice. Your loving aunt saved for you. No thanks, I'm not thirsty. Perfectly alright, maybe later. Aunt Dahlia relaxes in her chair and rests her chin casually on her hand. Let's talk for a bit. How was school today? Be dismissive. give details. There's a lot going on. This is going to take a while. Well, there's this kid, Brandon, in my English class. He used to be okay, but lately he's telling people things that aren't true. You ramble on for several more minutes. And it's like, if that's how you feel, just tell me that. Just tell me to my face. I don't have time for all the drama. Change the subject, really open up. If I'm gonna I don't trust that prune juice. So I'm gonna, because I think I do remember the prune juice is gonna like either knock me out or kill me. I think it's gonna kill me. So if I can get her to sleep and switch out the cups, perfect. Alright, let's really open up about life. Glad to have a sympathetic ear, you begin to confide in Aunt Dahlia. I just want to be taken seriously, you know? It's so hard at this age, but after a very, very thorough dissection of your social circle, you realize you haven't given Aunt Dahlia any time to interject. Keep talking. You assume if she had anything to add, she'd speak up. You continue. So Valerie, the girl who always wears hats, we had art together last year, but lately, time passes as you talk, and you notice Aunt Dahlia starting to nod off. Her eyes are half open, but she's not really focused on you. So what is she focused on? Sneak away. Continue. She's not asleep yet. No reason to stop while you're on a roll. You keep talking, diving into the first subject that comes into mind. Your voice echoes strangely down the adjacent hallways of the otherwise silent house. There it is. Your story is rudely interrupted by a loud, sharp snort. Aunt Dahlia is sleeping. Is asleep, snoring in fact. You weigh your options. Wake her up, let her sleep. Gonna let her sleep. You sink lower, careful not to make a sound. There's no telling how deeply she's sleeping. Free of the woman's uncomfortable gaze, you turn your attention back to the room. Now where were you? We were... Okay. So is there a bottle of it somewhere? Let me look in the fridge real quick. Okay. Purple stuff, take. I should be reading. I'm gonna take the jelly can. You decide to take the flavor of jelly with you. Yep. You're back. You move back out of the kitchen. Okay, the strange woman is still seated in the dining room. She idly sips her drink, waiting for you to strike up conversation. Her eyes are almost daring you to do so. Oh, it's just okay, she's back awake. Her eyes snap wide open like a pair of headlights. She looks at you suspiciously, but resumes her calm demeanor before long. Okay, let's talk again.
Oh, come on.
Okay, and we're back at the point where we should be. So, let's take this purple stuff and we pour it in there. Be careful not to make a sound. You lean in front of Dolly and pour the bottle's contents into her glass. She awakens with a start and resumes sipping at her glass as if nothing happened. What did you do? She collapses on the table. Clawing toward you. You little punk, how dare you? That's what you get. I knew I didn't have an Aunt Dahlia. It was my uncle. You notice a loud hissing sound slowly building from deep within the woman. She falls to the ground and begins to melt out of existence. Nothing remains in her place except a small cassette tape. An old story's end. Let's take the tape, and eventually we'll probably find a tape player. You take the cassette tape, now you just need a way to listen to it. I think that's going to be it for today's episode. But it's still fun. It's great to play this game again. I've got quite a bit of stuff. I wonder who that's for. If it's not for us, then. But yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, like, subscribe, uh, leave a comment down below saying you want more. If you do, which I probably will make more, but hey, it's always nice to get that support, you know. So thank you so much for watching, and yeah, have a nice day.